Happy 2nd of December. Today you get to open the second window of your advent calendar, julekalender. Maybe there's a drawing, a piece of chocolate, some licorice, a bag of tea, a discount code, some makeup, a toy, or something completely different behind the window. Or perhaps you're one of the few who doesn't have an advent calendar hanging or standing somewhere. One might be tempted to say that there are as many advent calendars as there are companies or industries. That's, of course, an exaggeration, but there are certainly many new players on the market compared to when I was a child. Back then, it was a tradition in our family to go to the post office and buy that year's charity calendar, released alongside the Christmas calendar aired on TV. By doing so, we supported the Red Cross or other charitable organizations. Charity calendars still exist, and in 2024, the surplus from the sales goes towards supporting Ugandan children and youth in preserving and restoring vital natural balances in their surroundings. But the calendars understandably don't appeal to the children in the same way now that there are so many other options. The charity calendar has existed since 1962, and the concept is still that when you buy one, you support children in need around the world. Our charity calendar always hung on the fridge. Every December morning until the 24th, I started my day by opening a window and lighting the calendar candle on the kitchen table. I was also lucky enough to have a chocolate calendar, which I had hung right above my bed, and the first thing I did every morning was open that day's window, eat the chocolate inside, and admire the little drawing behind it. However, now the chocolate calendar has been replaced by a scratch-off calendar, a Christmas calendar. It doesn't quite have the same childlike innocence and carefree Christmas spirit, but the elements of surprise are still there and will still count down to Christmas. But now, let's hear what kinds of Christmas calendars my friends have at home this year.
This year, my parents gave me a puzzle advent calendar, so you get a little puzzle every day. I think it's a house, and each day you get a peek into one of the windows to see what's happening inside. We all got one, me and my siblings.
I have a scratch-off advent calendar, the classic one. You're trying to scratch off 10 Christmas trees. We get them every year from my grandparents, and we've been getting them for as long as I can remember. I even got one when I was living in Bulgaria. They sent it in the post. I think the biggest amount I've won is 100 kroner. One year, my little sister thought she had scratched off 10 Christmas trees. She ran around the table in circles, thinking she had won 1 million, until my dad counted them and told her there were only 9 trees, not 10.
Some Danish children and adults are also lucky enough to get a gift calendar with 24 presents, as mentioned in the previous episode. Typically, these come from their parents or partner. Some find a small gift every morning in a stocking they've hung up somewhere. Others have all 24 gifts hanging from the 1st of December, often tied to a piece of fabric or a long string. But the lucky ones are only allowed to open one gift each day. And then we have the TV Christmas calendars. The concept started in Sweden in 1960, and Denmark followed in 1962. They are also now popular in Norway, Finland, and Iceland. It's a TV series consisting of 24 episodes, airing from the 1st of December to the 24th, with Christmas often being the central theme. There are TV Christmas calendars for children, adults, and families. Like many other millennials, my favorite Christmas calendars are still the ones with Pyrus, Nissebanden, Brødrene Mortensens jul, Krummernes jul, Skibet i Skilteskoven, and Jul i Juleland. And when Bamses Julerejse came out in 1986, I found it super entertaining as well. I still listen to songs from these series every single Christmas. The only thing that used to annoy me when watching them was when they sang the same songs too many times. That's when rewatching was better, because you could skip those parts. My fondness for them isn't due to impressive film productions or thrilling plots. It's simply because I'll always associate them with my childhood Christmas, with elves, red colors, Christmas songs, and stories about old Christmas traditions. Before we delve into what these TV Christmas calendars are often about, let's hear from my friends whether they're following any this year.
Vi skal gense Nissebanden i Grønland.
We're going to rewatch Nisbanden in Grönland. It's so cozy. My boyfriend has never seen it. And that's just a huge scandal. It all started because he was doing an impression of someone. I can't remember who. And then he says something that sounds just like Fiffig Jørgensen from Home Olstrup. And I say, you sound like Fiffig Jørgensen. And he says, who is Fiffig Jørgensen? An unthinkable sentence.
Så nu skal vi se Nissebanden i Grønland.
DR's julekalender er ikke altid så julet længere.
Nej.
But DR's advent calendars aren't always that Christmassy anymore. They're more fairy tale-like Valdis Jul, for example.
Today's Christmas calendars are more like youth series, with a touch of magic, spanning 24 episodes, featuring children and teens searching for or forming their identities. The level of Christmas content varies greatly from one calendar to another. This year, DR1 is airing Tidsrejsen 2. I hadn't seen the first one, so I actually watched it in November. TV2 is rebroadcasting Krummernes jul after 23 years. They're also re-airing the first Tinka Christmas calendar, Tinkas juleeventyr, which first aired in 2017. There are actually 3 Tinka Christmas calendars in total. You might have heard about the Tinka Christmas hat drama in 2019 related to the second season, Tinka og Kongespillet. Anyway, here's a quick recap of that. In 2019, the car giant Ford was the official sponsor of the Tinka Christmas calendar. You could buy trading cards and collector's albums at Kvickly, Dagligbrusen, or Superbrusen. If you got a Christmas hat card among your trading cards, you could go to a Ford dealership and exchange it for a real red Tinka Christmas hat. Alternatively, kids could also color a sheet that came with TV2's a window advent calendar and trade that for a hat. But there weren't nearly enough hats for all the children. The demand was so much greater than expected, leaving disappointed children and angry parents who couldn't get the promised hat. The demand and frustration was so great that some people even sold the red Tinka hats for high prices on the online marketplace Den Blå Avis. Fortunately, there don't seem to be any hat drama or problems this year. I just hope that you found your Christmas hat, your favorite one. Have a lovely 2nd of December, and we'll listen in again tomorrow.